So I have a spiritual guru, Tripti, and he always say that बच्चों को चांद सितारे छूने दो, 2-4 किताबें पढ़ के वो भी हम जैसे हो जाएंगे।
बिल्कुल। हमेशा ये होता है, हम जब स्कूल में होते हैं तो कहते हैं कॉलेज जाना है, कॉलेज में होते हैं तो कहते हैं कि जॉब करनी है, बट जब जिस जगह होते हैं उसको एंजॉय नहीं करते।
Is there anything called luck? Yeah, you think it's just about like being at the right place at the right time?
अगर आप काम कर रहे हैं, लक तो आपके साथ है ही। जस्ट कहते हैं ना कि काम करो, फल की चिंता मत करो। एंड मेनी पीपल कम टू मी एंड से कि कैसे फल की चिंता ना करे, फल तो चाहिए एंड आउटकम पे हम फोकस करते हैं। बट अगर हम छोटी छोटी खुशियों पे फोकस करने लगेंगे ना, तो वो जो फल हमें पेशेंस के साथ एट द एंड मिलता है, उसकी बहुत खुशी होती है। मैं सेक्स एजुकेशन की बात करना चाहूंगी। तो इट्स अ बिग थिंग आई गेस कि बच्चों को सेक्स एजुकेशन के बारे में पता होना चाहिए। बीइंग इन अ बैलेंस स्टेट विल मेक देम मोर ब्यूटीफुल एंड योर कनेक्शन विथ योर चाइल्ड विल be amazing. You will love it. I'm really excited but nervous also. What is gonna happen? What kind of questions are coming to me?
Hello and welcome to the first ever episode of the Social Superfly show. In this show, we are going to bring some amazing guests in every single episode for you. And we are going to do some honest and unfiltered conversations with them. कुछ ऐसी stories जो आपने शायद कभी नहीं सुनी होगी। कभी कभी ये शो आपको इंस्पायर करेगा, कभी कभी एंटरटेन करेगा, कभी थोड़ा हंसाएगा, कभी थोड़ा रुलाएगा। To be honest, we also don't know what this show has to unfold for you. All we know is this show is the ride you wouldn't like to miss. So जल्दी से हमारे चैनल सोशल सुपरफ्लाई को सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए। And your today's guest, she is a counseling psychologist, parenting expert, graphologist. She goes to different schools in Delhi to inspire people to spread positivity. And more than anything else, she is one of the most amazing human beings I have met. So please join me to welcome today on the Social Superfly show for you, Tripti Sharma. Enjoy the show.
Hi everyone. Hi Gokul. I'm really happy and glad to, be here on Social Superfly. So yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. Yeah.
Wonderful to have you on the show.
Thank
Would you like to introduce yourself for our viewers, Tripti?
So myself Tripti Sharma and I'm a psychologist. And it's been like maybe 8 years in this field of counseling, healing people, providing therapy to them. I'm the founder of Unmasking Minds. I'm coaching psychologists, life coaches, healers, and experts to create their own business out there. I want to empower more of psychologists. Maybe they are starting up their journey, or maybe budding psychologists only, maybe a student. They can set up themselves and create a business and help more people out there, because we really need psychologists.
Sounds interesting. So how do you start your day, Tripti?
Okay, so I first of all wake up with a smile. And this thing I, took from Sadhguru, that when you wake up with a smile, the whole process, the whole feeling of waking up and, a new beginning starts to change, starts to empower you to start your day with full of happiness. So I just smile for the new day and grateful that I'm here.
Wow. That
Yeah.
sounds interesting. I would like to ask you something. So as per one of the recent
Okay.
survey, like we Indians have 7.3 hours of screen time every single day. We as a generation now have become a dopamine addict. What kind of impact do you think it has on our mental health?
Obviously, social media हर जगह है. हम social media को हटा नहीं सकते. There are people, there are children, maybe, if I talk about from 10 to 11-year-old, they are creating their profession out there through social media. And through social media, there are people who are deteriorating their life also.
People are watching our show right now on social media. Yeah.
Actually, yeah. हाँ, so social media के pros भी हैं, cons भी हैं. तो आप किस तरीके से सोशल मीडिया को यूज कर रहे हो, वो बहुत मैटर करता है आपके लिए. सो हम किसी को कंट्रोल नहीं कर सकते. पेरेंट्स कम टू मी एंड दे से दैट मैम हमारा बच्चा इतना एडिक्ट हो गया है स्क्रीन टाइम के, फोन छोड़ता ही नहीं है एंड ऑल ऑफ. वो फोन क्यों नहीं छोड़ रहे हैं? क्योंकि उनका फोन ही इतना इंटरेस्टिंग बन गया है. बहुत सारी चीजें हैं. व्हाट आई टेल देम, हमारा एजुकेशन क्यों इंटरेस्टिंग नहीं है उनके लिए? You have to be more
Yeah.
creating, like more creative towards, empowering them towards education. Education तो अगर normal है, but हम तो उसको different तरीके से बता सकते हैं बच्चों को, different तरीके से समझा सकते हैं बच्चों को. So then they'll look into us and they'll feel like also starting studying. आप उनका रूटीन बनाइए. बट अगर आपका रूटीन नहीं है, स्केड्यूल नहीं है, you will end up scrolling and वो तो खत्म नहीं होगा. You have to be rigid enough and conscious enough that what you really want to do. आपको क्या change करना है अपनी life में, because you have the power to change it.
So do you have any tips for parents to make this study interesting and more creative for kids?
So if I talk about making study interesting, the first thing is that हमें पहले age group देखना पड़ेगा, in which age group your child is. Yeah, giving them choices first. Yeah, you can't make them sit and tell them कि चलो maths पढ़ो if they are not willing to. Yeah. First of all, you have to form that kind of rapport and understanding with them. Ask them what you want to do at this time. Don't throw your decisions on them. What happens when we throw our decisions on the kids? वो ओवर पावर फील करते हैं और किसी को इंस्ट्रक्शंस या ऑर्डर्स अच्छे नहीं लगते. मे बी इफ आई गिव यू गोकुल एनी इंस्ट्रक्शन की जाओ ये काम करो, विल यू लाइक इट? बिल्कुल नहीं. सो मुझे भी कोई इंस्ट्रक्शन देगा, आई नॉट लाइक इट. बट अगर मुझसे कोई पूछेगा, तृप्ति डू यू वांट टू डू दिस एट दिस टाइम और एनी अदर टाइम, यू टेल मी, मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगेगा कि मुझसे पूछा जा रहा है. दिस इज फॉर द किड्स. अगर आप उनसे वो कनेक्शन बनाएंगे, आप उनसे पूछेंगे, they'll come up with certain good decisions and they'll feel confident that मैंने चूज किया, मुझे किसी ने प्रेशराइज या फोर्स करके या ऑर्डर करके नहीं बोला. एंड they'll love to do that task. अगर बच्चे ने एक ही चीज अच्छे से की और वो पूरा नहीं भी कर पाया, मे बी अप्रिशिएट फॉर द वन थिंग दैट दे डिड एंड देन यू विल लुक एट हाउ थिंग्स विल चेंज, दे विल डू इट मोर. इफ आई से टू अ किड दैट बच्चे तुमने एक ही किया, ओहो तुम अभी तक इतना ही कर पाए, या मैं बच्चे को बोलती हूँ वाओ यू डिड वन, यू कैन डू मोर. So it's all about the positive reinforcement that we give to the child.
So I have a spiritual guru, Tripti, and he always say that बच्चों को चांद सितारे छूने दो, दो चार किताबें पढ़ के वो भी हम जैसे हो जाएंगे.
बिल्कुल.
And it reminds me of something which Sadhguru has once said, that today as a generation we are going towards the information overload. तो आज के जो बच्चे हैं वो बहुत जल्दी वो बोर हो जाते हैं, राइट? इन आवर डेज इफ यू रिमेम्बर कि एक मूवी भी रिलीज होती थी थिएटर में, एंड वी प्लान टू गो एंड वॉच दैट मूवी, तो वी यूज्ड टू बी एक्साइटेड लाइक एक हफ्ते पहले से कि हाँ वी आर गोइंग टू वॉच दैट मूवी. वी यूज्ड टू बी एक्साइटेड फॉर एवरी लिटिल थिंग्स. बट टुडे लाइक दिस किड्स आर एक्सपोज्ड टू सो मच ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन. At a very young age, they know so many things and they lose this excitement factor. What do you think? So much of information at a young age is good for them? Is it bad for them? Or what are your thoughts on that?
ज्यादा इंफॉर्मेशन ओवरलोड होना भी खतरनाक ही है. कुछ क्यूरियोसिटी है ही नहीं, मतलब आगे क्या मिलने वाला है, बिकॉज एवरीथिंग इज देयर. सो डूइंग वन थिंग एट अ टाइम gives you more quality of the work and gives you that kind of happiness also. You won't be confused. I feel like आजकल के पेरेंट्स अगर बच्चे को एक साथ सब कुछ दे देंगे ना, वो वैल्यू नहीं करेगा. We talk about boundaries. स्टार्टिंग से डिसाइड करना है कितना देना है कितना नहीं. You don't have to do this right now. They'll feel like आपने तो हमेशा ही दिया है ना, अब क्यों आप मना कर रहे हो? So here from the start you have to keep boundaries. That what is the right thing to give at the right age.
Correct. See, it's a so competitive time today. Like whether it's about kids or it's about adults, like we all want to be number one today. If it's about kid, we want to be number one in the class, right? If we talk about corporates, we want to be best of the best. So there are two different schools of happiness. One is like just be content with what you have, and second is like constantly push boundaries, get yourself out of the comfort zone. What is the actual secret to happiness?
Yeah, you just rightly mentioned कि खुश रहें कैसे. What is the secret? तो सबसे बड़ी बात मैं कहूँगी, हमारा जो दिमाग है ना वो पेंडुलम की तरह है. यहाँ वहाँ चलता रहता है. और if I talk about यहाँ वहाँ, ये क्या है? Past, future. You will feel like you are unhappy because you are maybe in the past or you may be thinking about future. कि आप बस past के बारे में ही सोच रहे हैं कि क्या हुआ, कैसा हुआ, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए था, हो गया. या आप फ्यूचर के बारे में सोच रहे हैं कि सही होगा, नहीं होगा, क्या मैं सक्सेसफुल हो पाऊंगी या हो पाऊंगा, क्या ये चीज मैं कर रही हूँ या कर रहा हूँ वो सही होगा. If I always think about past and future, I won't be here in present. So I'll always say the secret of happiness is to be in the present. क्या हुआ है, क्या होने वाला है, we don't have control. For many people, staying in the present moment उनसे नहीं हो पाता. उनके दिमाग में हमेशा ये चलता रहता है कि क्या होने वाला है. और maybe if they are in a relationship, will this partner be good for me? Will marry me or not? Or maybe for a kid, what will happen in the college? I'm not enjoying my school. हमेशा ये होता है. हम जब स्कूल में होते हैं तो कहते हैं कॉलेज जाना है. कॉलेज में होते हैं तो कहते हैं कि जॉब करनी है. बट जब जिस जगह होते हैं उसको एंजॉय नहीं करते.
Let's give some tips to our viewer. How to be present in life, how to be content with now.
The first thing is that you have to connect with yourself, have self-awareness. When your mind is going in past and future, just pause. Say to yourself that, okay, I'm in present. I'm in this session. It's present. I am having a good life. It's present. There's a technique also called grounding technique. Grounding yourself in the present moment. So how you do that? We connect to our senses. Whenever you're feeling overwhelmed or anxious, you can do this technique or activity anywhere. Maybe you are in school, in office, at home, anywhere. 5 things to work on this grounding technique. How you can see the things. Maybe 5 things you can see, 5 things you can hear, 5 things you can touch. So all of these things makes you feel grounded and makes you feel connected to the present moment.
Wow, that's interesting. So do you believe in luck, Tripti? Like, is there anything called luck? Yeah, you think it's just about like being in the right place at the right time?
Luck happens when you work towards and put efforts in doing things. It's all about, I feel, karma. अगर आप काम कर रहे हैं, लक तो आपके साथ है ही. Just कहते हैं ना कि काम करो, फल की चिंता मत करो. And many people, come to me and say कि कैसे फल की चिंता ना करें, फल तो चाहिए and outcome पे हम फोकस करते हैं. बट अगर हम छोटी छोटी खुशियों पे फोकस करने लगेंगे ना, तो वो जो फल हमें पेशेंस के साथ एट द एंड मिलता है, उसकी बहुत खुशी होती है. सो कृष्ण जी ने जब ये बताया कि फल की चिंता मत करो, तो उन्होंने राइटली इस वजह से बोला, वंस वी स्टार्ट वर्किंग हार्ड, इट्स ऑल अबाउट कर्मा, द लक कम्स इनटू पिक्चर एंड यू कैन मैनिफेस्ट एनीथिंग इन लाइफ. आप कुछ भी पा सकते हैं.
That's right. So do you believe in manifestation?
Yeah, I truly believe in manifestation. Manifestation, there are those people who are, working towards at the backstage of, their life. But there are people who take that stage and perform and are the leaders. These are the people who can change things in their life. So manifestation is all about creating, and visioning about the things that you really want in your life. अगर आप सोचते हैं उसके बारे में, तो maybe taking right step at right time, you can achieve anything.
So Tripti, I have met so many people who are very cynical about concept of law of attraction, whether we call it secret or we call it manifestation. And the common argument which they have to make is this all is like BS. It's never like this. Being successful in life is so simple. Then why everybody is not like Elon Musk? Why everybody is not Bill Gates? Why everybody is not ultra successful? What do you have to say about it, Tripti?
There's a huge gap between those people who get over that success or those people who can't get it. I have to go out of my comfort zone and achieve that. There are certain people who are who are comfortable having a comforting life. If you are choosing to go out of your comfort zone, then you have to put the efforts every day and make that kind of things change in your life. So everyday consistency plays a huge role. And failure teaches you, it's an experience. But आप उस failure को कैसे लेते हैं? That is the power, and that can change or, that can break or make you, if I say.
Are you into reading, Tripti? Do you love reading books?
Yeah, I love. I love reading more of, non-fiction. So I am into more of spiritual side of, learning, reading. I'll show you one book I have right now. I was reading this book. This is the science of self-realization. So
Yeah,
this is Prabhupada. Do you know? From ISKCON. So this
it's
is the
gone.
book that I'm currently reading, and this is an amazing book of having that kind of self realization and work towards healing and power in your own self. So it's all about self awareness. So there are a lot of books that I'm currently reading. So this is the, very बहुत पुरानी book है. Maybe many of the people have read, and it gives you a clear approach about how you can move on in life very easily and deal with
Yeah,
people also.
this is a
So
great
there are
book.
many
Yeah,
books.
sounds good. Are you more into reading or watching movies?
Yeah, I love watching movies also. I guess it's a balance of 50-50%, I say.
What are some of the movies you would like to recommend to improve the mental health?
Okay, so I'll really say The Pursuit of Happiness. It's a
Pursuit of
really,
Happiness.
really amazing movie, and it's on Netflix. वो देखिए आप. Really watch those movies on, disorders actually, mental health disorders. So, so I guess that mental health disorders is not a movie for the viewers out there, but there are movies like Pursuit of Happiness. You all can watch that.
So, guys, Tripti is a relationship counselor. She's doing some amazing work in this segment as well. So, Tripti, last time we spoke about like you visit different schools in Delhi and
Hmm.
you
Hmm.
keep meeting different teenagers and help them overcome some relationship
Hmm.
problems. If we talk about our childhood, I mean, to be honest, we did not have any relationship problems at the age of like
Hmm.
12, 14, 15. And you were speaking about school kids having such great issues.
Yeah.
What kind of issues do you think today's kids have as long as it's about relationships?
If I talk about today's generation, there's a lot of
Yeah,
exploration, na? हर जगह
yeah,
सोशल मीडिया पे like they know more than us. If I tell
they
you,
do.
हाँ उनको
Yeah,
हमसे ज्यादा पता होता है. जब हम बच्चे थे तब हमें भी
but,
इतना नहीं पता था, और
yeah,
अब हम बड़े भी हो गए हैं, इतना नहीं पता होगा जितना उनको पता होगा. So there are a lot of pressures that teenagers are having. Maybe, if I was talking about peer pressure, that being in relationship, something that everyone must be in. Peers are having that kinds of zone ki everyone must be having a relationship out there. नहीं है तो वो कहते हैं कि नहीं, you are not in our group and all of that. ठीक है, if there is some kids are getting that, but some kids are not, it's all fine, it's all okay, it's their life, it's their choices. If they want to go with that, they can choose it. But there are certain kids or certain people who don't want to, and it's all okay. But if other person is pressurizing them to be in that zone, then it's really not a good thing, because the person will not enjoy doing that.
what would be your advice to for somebody, some teenager who is going through this pressure to have boyfriend or
Hmm.
girlfriend?
I guess सबसे पहले जो भी any kind of student, they must have a good relationship with their parents, so that they can have a space to talk about those kind of concerns with them. The right space. If parents are not providing them the right space, they will be hiding a lot of things from the parents,
Yeah.
and then they won't be able to know, what are the limits, what are the boundaries, कहाँ तक जाना है, कहाँ तक नहीं. So I guess the right thing is all about psycho educating. पेरेंट्स मस्ट बी एजुकेटेड अबाउट क्या चीज हमें अभी बतानी है, क्या नहीं. वो स्टूपिडेस्ट टॉक भी हो, just discuss
Yeah,
about it, and then give
yeah,
them that space to talk. Maybe आज वो नहीं बोलेंगे, कल आपके पास बोलेंगे आने के लिए. आज वो hesitate करेंगे, but they'll know that my mother or my father has given me that open space. So maybe they at times कभी हम स्कूल में रिलेशनशिप की बात सुनते हैं, एंड पेरेंट्स को पता चल जाता है कि there was some attraction happening with my kid these days. कुछ कुछ पेरेंट्स प्रिंसिपल तक चले जाते हैं और बोलने लगते हैं कि इसको रोको, जस्ट कीप एन आई ऑन हिम एंड डोंट लेट देम डू ऑल दीज थिंग्स एंड ऑल, एंड बच्चे को भी प्रेशराइज करने लगते हैं. बट अगर आप ऐसा
yeah.
करेंगे, दे विल डू इट मोर. they'll go against you because you have controlled them in a way. So here, anytime अगर आपको इस बारे में पता चलता है, maybe they're getting attracted, they will get attracted. Is the time, is the age they'll get attracted. अब उनको पकड़ के रोक नहीं सकते.
We can't stop the age and hormones doing its own work.
Maybe sitting with them and giving them space to talk about it. But अगर आपने उनको सेफ स्पेस दी है कि वो कभी भी आपके पास आ सकते हैं और बात कर सकते हैं, so maybe after 2 days, after 3 days, maybe after a week, they'll come back to you and talk that, Mama, Papa, this happened with me and I really wanted to share, but I was hesitating. But today I wanted to share. So maybe they'll have that power to share with you because you gave them that safe space.
And most of the time, kids are scared to talk to their mama and papa, right? Like they are like, क्या होगा अगर मैं ये मामा को बता दिया, पापा को बता दिया?
मैं सेक्स एजुकेशन की बात करना चाहूंगी. तो इट्स अ बिग थिंग आई गेस कि बच्चों को सेक्स एजुकेशन के बारे में पता होना चाहिए. बट व्हाट इज द राइट एज? सो इफ आई टॉक अबाउट द राइट एज, देयर आर फेजेस ऑफ टॉकिंग अबाउट द सेक्स एजुकेशन. सो अगर मैं फेजेस की बात करूं, देयर आर 3 phases that I have made myself regarding the studies that I have done. That phase number 1 is all about at the age of 4 to 5. You have to educate the child about sex, and what you need to tell the child about sex is about their body awareness. That what is the good touch, what is the bad touch, what are the private parts that they must know, who are those people who can come in proximity with them. These are the things that rightly need to be told at these age, at 4 to 5 age. Because if they are not aware about their own body, self-awareness is not there, they will, be exposed to abuses in the, age where they must not experience it. And then coming into the second phase is all about 8 to 10 years. Yeah. Wherein the body starts changing. Yeah. Body starts growing. Here, the awareness is all about, we start getting attracted to the opposite gender. So here, the child must get that awareness about what are the body changes will occur, and with girls, the menstruation, how the changes are happening in their body, how they need to manage themselves. Most of the kids are not able to accept their bodily changes also. You were growing and your body was changing. At times, we are not able to accept and we used to hide. कि ये क्या हो रहा है, मेरी आवाज बदल रही है, मेरी बॉडी पूरी बदल रही है, आई एम ग्रोइंग. एंड वो एक्सेप्टेबिलिटी लाना कभी कभी मुश्किल हो जाता है. तो गिविंग देम द राइट काइंड ऑफ body awareness and the change will happen, and accepting it, and it's all okay to talk about it. And at times, if I say, इस 8 to 10 years के बच्चे ना ज्यादा पूछने भी लगते हैं कि how baby grows, हाँ बेबी कैसे पैदा होता है, and all of that. So वो भी एजुकेशन आपको देनी है, but rightly in a sensitive manner. There are a lot of videos, there are a lot of people who are educating these kind of kids by telling them about through animal reproduction. It becomes very easy. You have to tell them about all of these sex education through different modalities. There are good platforms made specially for kids to know about all these sex education.
What you're saying is a brilliant point, Tripti. Do you think that schools and academies are doing a good job towards sex education?
I guess there is a lag now, and वो अभी कुछ schools हैं जो awareness provide करने का try कर रहे हैं. Maybe when your child hits puberty, how they also should talk to the children. There are certain schools working on that, but there are certain education platforms who are not doing anything. So I'll urge everyone out there, please aware them. Don't be embarrassed. This is the right age. अगर नहीं बताएंगे, बाद में जब awareness नहीं होता, बहुत गलत चीजें होती हैं. So get them to that kind of zone. Be aware first yourself, those parents, educators, and then transfer that awareness in a right way to the right age of the kid.
What you're saying is amazing, Tripti. So the moment one parents can develop that rapport with the kids and they get comfortable with them discussing about sex and relationships and boyfriends and girlfriends, then I think 90% of problem will change. Do you have any tips for parents to initiate such slightly uncomfortable conversations? I know, like the modern parents who live in metro cities, they're pretty much
Mm,
comfortable, like talking about sex and all such stuff with the kids.
mm,
If we talk about the India at a large, तो अभी पेरेंट्स को थोड़ा सा हेजिटेशन होता है कि
mm,
हम कैसे अपने बच्चों के साथ सेक्स के बारे में बात करें or how to talk about their girlfriends or boyfriends. And
mm,
recently, it really worries me because recently I was reading one article that when one 11-year-old girl, she got
mm.
pregnant and she died because
Oh,
she couldn't handle the pregnancy at the age of 11.
mm,
So I think the schools, the educational institution, and parents both have the huge role to play in this, to to build awareness, to spread awareness and like
yeah.
teenagers about like this. So, what are your advice for parents, like how they should comfortably initiate such
Mm.
conversations with their kids? What do you think?
So I feel like to initiate certain conversations, with kids out there. The first thing that is to address. First of all, the connect must be built from the start. Yeah. You must build a connect with your kid so that they see you as, okay, this is a space that I can talk. Yeah. So connect only can be there and you can fulfill that gap by acknowledging their emotions first.
Yeah.
So if I am hurt somewhere and I went to my maybe mother and talking about, this person hurted me today, and I'm feeling really bad about it. And if my mother will talk like, अरे ये तो सब चलता रहता है हमारे साथ तो क्या होता था तुम्हारे साथ तो इतना ही हो रहा है इसके बारे में क्या सोच रहे हो here I'll feel not
Yeah.
bad. Like, I'll not feel like sharing the next time with my mother because the kind of,
Yeah.
reply I got from my mother was really not acceptable. I wanted her to acknowledge my emotion today. I wanted her to feel that, yeah, I was going through something. Even if she couldn't say anything, she could just give me a hug or said like,
Yeah.
I'm here or yeah, these things happen, but do you want to say more about it? How you felt about it? Do you want me to do something for it? Ask or acknowledge that I really can understand how you're going through. So these the kind of it's all about acknowledging emotion. Then only you will be the child will feel that this is the space that I can talk. मैं बात कर सकता हूँ या बात कर सकती हूँ अपने पेरेंट्स से. And then the second stage will be that discussing things, maybe discussing your experiences with your kids. छोटे छोटे experiences आपके पास से so that so when we disclose things we do the self disclosure child starts to do that disclosing thing the next
Yeah.
time but even if we are not sharing anything with our kids the kids will not
Yeah.
feel connected to us so you don't have to lecture them that ये ऐसे करना है ये ऐसे करना है ये values हैं ये चीज है you just have to discuss things with them make them
Become a
feel
friends
like
with them.
yes
Yeah.
yeah
Yeah.
make them feel like they can also choose certain things they can also come into discussion and have their own viewpoints let them portray let them show their opinions also उनको हम वही opinions बोलने से रोकेंगे या बोलेंगे नहीं हम जो कह रहे हैं वो सही है so what happens
Yeah.
पेरेंट्स ये भी चाहते हैं कि बच्चों के ओपिनियंस हो वो कॉन्फिडेंट बने बट जब वो ओपिनियनेटेड बनते हैं पेरेंट्स जस्ट स्टॉप देम कि क्यों बोल रहे हो तुम
Yeah.
व्हाई यू आर सेइंग you have to understand so I'll just urge parents and anyone out there, guardians, all of them, just give them space. They will shower, like, they will glow like good flowers out there. And this is a beautiful journey. A warmth and control, being in a balanced state will make them more beautiful. out there, and their
Yeah.
life will be more, what I can say, fun to live in. And your connection with your child will be amazing. You will love it. Every phase, every age has different things. So you will love every phase. तो acknowledge करो, उनको space दो बोलने की, और maybe use that kind of scripts in front of them that एट टाइम्स हम एंशियस हो जाते हैं एज अ पेरेंट्स कि वो शेयर नहीं कर रहा, बता नहीं रहा है, झूठ बोल रहा है। हम फोर्स करने लगते हैं बच्चे को कि शेयर करो, बताओ क्यों नहीं करते, तुम सबसे तो करते हो, मुझसे नहीं करते, कंपेयर करने लगते हैं हम, अदर किड्स से, या अदर पेरेंट्स से भी ऐसे होता है। सो
Yeah.
आई जस्ट से दैट अगर ये फोर्स होगा तो बच्चा आपसे और दूर जाएगा। इट्स अ फोर्स दैट विल मेक देम गो अगेंस्ट यू। सो यू जस्ट हैव टू गिव देम दैट काइंड ऑफ स्पेस। आई गेस पेशेंस बहुत जरूरी है पेरेंटिंग में, बिकॉज कोई मैनुअल नहीं है गोकुल, देयर इज नो मैनुअल।
Yeah.
Every parenting is a different kind of set and it's beautiful in its own form. You just
Yeah.
experiment, love it, feel it, and then, things really work ahead.
I think there's such a beautiful message for every parents watching our show right now. And
Thank you,
last
sir.
but not least, I would like to ask you, Tripti, we are going through the time of artificial intelligence revolution. I'm sure you would have heard about the tools like ChatGPT
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Mid
yeah.
Journey and what all cool stuff they're doing.
Yeah.
It looks cool at this point of time, but we don't know what future holds for it. You being a psychologist, I would just like to pick your brain on it. So we can
Mm,
go to ChatGPT and tell them about the problems that we are going through in life. We can tell
mm,
ChatGPT that act as a professional psychologist and tell
mm,
me how I can overcome my fear of maybe getting fat or
mm,
anything. Okay.
mm.
And ChatGPT will become your psychologist. Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody is worrying about like AI will take away my job. Personally, I don't believe that. But what are your thoughts on that? Do you think some artificial intelligence tool can be your psychologist and help you solve life problems?
I guess it's a mix of a balance of things. मैं तो ये कहती हूँ जब
Yeah,
कंप्यूटर आया था, कितनी सारी चीजें बदली थी। इट स्टार्टेड विद इट्स स्मार्ट थिंग्स, पीपल स्टार्टेड डूइंग थिंग्स विद टाइम बच रहा था, पीपल वर पुटिंग एफर्ट्स into manual things also, but हमारा स्मार्ट वर्क भी हो रहा था। So I guess with every day technology is getting to the superpower level, and you have to
yeah,
use it in the right way. We have a lot of population out there throughout the world, Gokul,
yeah,
and अगर AI किसी एक इंसान तक भी पहुंचता है, उसकी हेल्प करता है, अगर उस टाइम उसके पास साइकोलॉजिस्ट नहीं है, मे बी एआई ही है, चैट जीपीटी पे ही वो लिख रहा है, अगर कुछ उसको ऑप्शंस उधर से मिल रहे हैं, व्हाई नॉट ही व्हाई नॉट लुक
why
एट
not?
इट एज अ राइट थिंग? Think about it. There are pros and cons, but if you are just looking at the bad things out there, your mindset will always be stuck there. You need to come out of that and look at it, but how I can use this profitably. And things, I'm making content for my coaching through chat gpt, and it has
Yeah,
made my work very easy. I'm feeling very much you know easy and confident to do work. Yes,
yeah,
no one is like, my clients are not going, they are still with me because the kind of face to face person connection is something that people look for, but it's just
yeah.
that how you see it. So I guess that AI is helping us and it is making our work easy, and I take it in a very very positive way, and people must also take it, that use it nicely, productively.
What a wonderful way to put it out, Tripti. And that's what I
Yeah,
believe, that people today are worried कि क्या AI हमारी jobs
yeah.
ले लेगा. But it's not like that. AI is not going
Hmm.
to take away human jobs, but for sure, like AI will take away job of people who don't know how to use ChatGPT or how to use these
Yeah.
tools, basically.
Hmm.
So I think this is a perfect time for everyone to learn AI and integrate in their businesses, their
Yeah.
life, and how they can make a positive use of it. So Yeah. What if you could make any Indian street food healthy without losing its taste? What would you pick?
उसको हेल्दी बनाना है तो पानी पूरी को हेल्दी बनाने के लिए क्या ही कर सकते हैं गोलगप्पे तो
No.
मुझे लगता है दे आर ओनली हेल्दी हैविंग दैट काइंड ऑफ खट्टा मीठा पानी उसमें होता है जो जीरा पानी भी देते हैं एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट इज ऑन अ हेल्दियर साइड
बट हम सबको पता है कि वो पानी पूरी का खट्टा मीठा टेस्ट कहाँ से आता है, जो बनाने वाले होते हैं, जो हाथ है. Let's not elaborate it
Yeah, yeah.
more.
Actually, yeah. Let it be the way it is and let's enjoy street food.
Good. Let pani puri be unhealthy. Anyways, we are going to have it. So pani puri is kind of a food जिनका हर जगह पे अलग-अलग नाम है. जैसे उनको गोलगप्पे
Yeah.
बुलाते हैं. जैसे
हाँ
देखो
हाँ हाँ.
कोलकाता, वेस्ट बंगाल उसको बुलाते हैं, पुचका बुलाते हैं.
I always have been saying golgappa. So I also got to know from
गोलगप्पा.
someone else कि वो पानी पूरी कहते हैं उसे किसी से पुचकास का पता चला पहले मुझे भी नहीं पता था.
All right. It was wonderful having you on the show, Tripti. I think we had a great conversation about teenagers and mental health, some really wonderful parenting advice. What are your thoughts on everything that we discussed today? आपको क्या लगता है कि how we can improve mental health in like modern teenagers, start adding more positivity and mindfulness in the way we live? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you, Tripti. It was wonderful having you on the show.
A pleasure to be here and love to interact with you. I guess people will have a lot of things to know from our end, and I'm really grateful that it happened, and I can reach people out there and empower them and to work on their mental.
I think you are doing some amazing work in the world of psychology. You are spreading positivity, you're spreading awareness. Keep doing the work that you're doing. So hope you enjoyed today's conversation. ऐसे ही कुछ amazing guest हम आपके लिए लेके आएंगे every single week. कैसा लगा आपको आज का ये एपिसोड बताइए मुझे नीचे कमेंट सेक्शन में एंड जल्दी से हमारी चैनल सोशल सुपरफ्लाई को सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए ताकि यू डोंट मिस एनी एपिसोड ऑन द सोशल सुपरफ्लाई शो एंड अंटिल आई सी यू अगेन विद सम अमेजिंग गेस्ट जस्ट लाइक दिस प्लीज टेक अ वेरी गुड केयर ऑफ योरसेल्फ एंड दिस इज सोशल सुपरफ्लाई साइनिंग ऑफ फॉर अ डे.
बट अगर आपने उनको सेफ स्पेस दी है कि वो कभी भी आपके पास आ सकते हैं और बात कर सकते हैं so maybe after 2 days, after 3 days, maybe after a week, they'll come back to you and talk that, Mama, Papa, this happened with me and I really wanted to share, but I was hesitating. But today I wanted to share. So maybe they'll have that power to share with you because you gave them that safe space.